The Chevrolet Bolt is back, but this isn't simply the old Bolt with a new badge. With 262 miles of EPA-estimated range, 150 kilowatt fast charging, a standard NACS port, and an available Super Cruise system, Chevy may have just created one of the most interesting affordable EVs on the market. So, is the new Bolt finally the EV bargain we've been waiting for? 2. Introduction. The Chevrolet Bolt has always had a simple mission: make electric driving affordable, practical, and easy to live with. After production ended following the 2023 model year, Chevrolet listened to its customers, and now the Bolt returns for 2027. This time, Chevy keeps the familiar compact hatchback formula but adds a newer battery, faster charging, a modernized cabin, more technology, and even a sporty RS model. And the price is a major part of the story. Chevrolet currently lists the 2027 Bolt starting at $27,600 on its US website, while the original launch pricing was higher. Pricing can change with incentives, destination charges, and market conditions. Chevrolet Plus One. This isn't an expensive luxury EV. It's designed to make electric driving accessible to a much wider audience. 3. Exterior design. From the outside, Chevrolet hasn't completely reinvented the Bolt. And that's actually intentional. The overall shape remains compact and practical, with a tall hatchback profile that prioritizes interior space rather than trying to look like a low sports car. But the front and rear have been refreshed. Chevy has updated the front fascia and rear lighting, giving the Bolt a more modern appearance while keeping its recognizable identity. GM News. The 2027 Bolt measures approximately 169.6 inches long, with a 105.3-inch wheelbase. It's about 63.9 inches tall, making it easy to maneuver in urban environments. Ground clearance is approximately 5.6 inches. Standard wheels are 17-inch aluminum units with 215/50ths R17 all-season Michelin tires. Chevrolet Newsroom. And for the first time, there's an RS. The Bolt RS adds unique grille and RS badging, gloss black roof rails and 17-inch black wheels. There's even an exclusive atomic yellow exterior color paired with red interior accents. Chevrolet. It's not trying to be a supercar. It's trying to be a small, useful EV with just enough attitude. 4. Interior. Inside is where the new Bolt makes a much bigger leap. The old Bolt's cabin was functional, but technology had started to make it feel dated. The 2027 model changes that. In front of the driver is an 11-inch driver information center, while the center of the dashboard features an 11.3-inch touchscreen. Chevrolet. Chevrolet has also redesigned the center console. The new column-mounted shifter frees up space between the front seats, while open storage areas provide easier access to everyday items. There's also new passenger side dashboard storage. The Bolt remains a compact vehicle, but its tall body helps create useful passenger space. Chevrolet lists 44.3 inches of maximum front legroom and 39.1 inches of rear legroom. Cargo capacity is 16.2 cubic feet behind the rear seats, increasing to 56.3 cubic feet with the rear seats folded. Chevrolet Newsroom. That flexibility is one of the Bolt's strongest advantages. And depending on trim and options, you can get features such as heated and ventilated front seats, a heated steering wheel, wireless phone charging, and multi-color ambient lighting. The RS adds black Evitex seating with red stitching. So while this isn't a luxury cabin, Chevrolet has made it considerably more modern and attractive. 5. Technology. The technology story is one of the biggest improvements. The 11.3-inch infotainment display supports Google built-in, including integrated Google Maps and other connected services. Google's software can also use vehicle information such as battery state and range to make EV trip planning more useful. And because the Bolt has an electric powertrain, navigation can take charging requirements into account on longer journeys. Chevrolet also offers entertainment applications through the integrated Google ecosystem. When parked or charging, passengers can access applications such as streaming and gaming services where supported. Wireless phone charging is available, while multiple USB-C ports help keep modern devices powered. GM News Plus One. But perhaps the most interesting technology is Super Cruise. Available Super Cruise brings hands-free driver assistance to the Bolt. It can control steering, acceleration and braking on compatible roads while monitoring the driver. But remember, this is driver assistance, not autonomous driving. The driver must remain attentive and responsible for the vehicle. 6. Engine and performance. Obviously, there is no gasoline engine here. The 2027 Bolt uses a single permanent magnet electric motor driving the front wheels. Output is rated at 210 horsepower and 169 pound-feet of torque. GM News. The battery is a 65 kWh lithium iron phosphate, or LFP, pack. LFP batteries are valued for durability, cost advantages and their ability to tolerate frequent charging. Chevrolet now lists an EPA-estimated 262 miles of range on a full charge. That's particularly impressive considering the Bolt's price. The charging story is also dramatically better than before. The new Bolt supports up to 150 kilowatts of DC fast charging, allowing a GM-estimated 10 to -80% charge in about 25 minutes under suitable conditions. GM News +1. And there's an important upgrade that many EV buyers will appreciate. The Bolt has a native NACS charging port. That means the vehicle is designed around the connector now widely used across North America's fast charging network. The Bolt can also use select Tesla superchargers, subject to station compatibility. Chevrolet. For home charging, the Bolt supports up to 11.5 kilowatts AC charging. Chevrolet also offers vehicle-to-home capability, which can allow the properly equipped Bolt to provide energy to a compatible home system during an outage. GM News. 7. Driving experience. The Bolt isn't designed to be a high-performance EV. And honestly, it doesn't need to be. Its 210 horsepower motor should provide the immediate response that makes EVs feel lively around town. The compact dimensions also make it easy to place on narrow streets and in tight parking spaces. The suspension uses McPherson struts up front and a compound crank rear suspension. Steering is electrically assisted. Braking combines conventional friction braking with regenerative braking. The Bolt also offers one-pedal driving, allowing the driver to slow the vehicle using the accelerator pedal under many conditions. Regenerative braking sends some of the vehicle's kinetic energy back into the battery instead of wasting all of it as heat. The result should be a car that feels particularly natural in city traffic. And with the LFP battery and improved charging system, longer trips should be far less stressful than they were in the previous generation Bolt. 8. Safety. Safety is another area where Chevrolet has loaded the Bolt with technology. Chevrolet says every 2027 Bolt has more than 20 standard safety and driver assistance features. Chevrolet. Standard equipment includes technologies such as adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, front pedestrian braking, lane keep assist with lane departure warning, blind zone steering assist, intersection automatic emergency braking, rear cross traffic alert with braking, rear park assist, IntelliBeam automatic high beams, safety alert seat. The Bolt also uses multiple airbags, including front, side impact and roof rail mounted head curtain airbags. Chevrolet Newsroom. Available technology can include HD surround vision and other enhanced camera-based features. And again, Super Cruise should be viewed as a convenience and driver assistance system, not a replacement for an attentive driver. Chevrolet. 9. Reliability and ownership. This is where the new Bolt has an interesting advantage. Electric vehicles generally have fewer moving powertrain components than conventional gasoline cars. There's no engine oil to change, no conventional exhaust system, and no traditional multi-speed automatic transmission. The Bolt's LFP battery is also covered by an 8-year or 100,000-mile limited battery warranty, whichever comes first. Chevrolet +1. But long-term reliability for the 2027 model itself will take time to establish. The car is new, so we shouldn't pretend we already know how it will perform after 10 or 15 years. Owners should still budget for tires, brakes, suspension components, scheduled inspections, and normal wear items. One major advantage is energy efficiency. If you can charge primarily at home, the Bolt can be inexpensive to operate compared with many gasoline-powered cars. 10. Competitor comparison. So, where does the Bolt fit? The Nissan Leaf is one of its most obvious competitors. The Leaf offers its own electric car advantages, but the Bolt's combination of price, 262-mile EPA-estimated range, native NACS charging and available Super Cruise makes the Chevy particularly compelling. The Kia Niro EV offers a more crossover-like design and a different balance of space and equipment, but the Bolt's starting price is a major advantage. Then there's the Tesla Model 3. The Tesla offers considerably different performance, range and technology priorities, but it isn't competing with the Bolt on affordability in quite the same way. The Bolt's biggest strength is simple: value. It's a practical EV designed to make electric ownership accessible without requiring a luxury car budget. 11. Pros and cons. Pros. Excellent value. The Bolt remains focused on affordability. 262-mile EPA-estimated range. Very strong for a vehicle in this price class. Fast charging. Up to 150 kilowatts DC fast charging in approximately 25 minutes from 10 to 80%. Native NACS port. Makes access to compatible fast charging networks much easier. Practical hatchback design. Useful passenger and cargo flexibility. Modern technology. 11.3-inch touchscreen, 11-inch driver display and Google built-in. Available Super Cruise. A rare hands-free driving assistance feature at this price level. LFP battery. A chemistry chosen for cost and durability advantages. Cons. Not a performance EV. 210 horsepower is adequate rather than spectacular. Limited run model. Chevrolet says the 2027 Bolt is being offered for a limited time. Compact dimensions. Great for cities, but larger families may want something bigger. Charging still depends on infrastructure. 150 kilowatts is much better than the old Bolt, but real-world charging speed depends on the charger, battery temperature and state of charge. Long-term reliability is not yet proven. The 2027 model needs years of customer data before strong conclusions can be made. 12. Buying advice. Who should buy the 2027 Chevrolet Bolt? If you want an affordable EV for commuting, shopping, school runs and everyday family transportation, the Bolt makes a tremendous amount of sense. It's especially attractive if you can charge at home. The 262-mile EPA-estimated range means most daily drivers won't need to think about charging every day. And the new NACS port makes public charging considerably more convenient. The RS is worth considering if you want a little more visual personality. But if you regularly carry large amounts of cargo, need more rear seat space, or frequently travel long distances where charging speed is critical, a larger EV may be a better fit. And if driving performance is your number one priority, there are much faster EVs available. The Bolt isn't trying to be everything. It's trying to be a smart EV for normal people. And that's exactly why it works. 13. Final verdict. The 2027 Chevrolet Bolt is a perfect example of something the EV market sometimes forgets. Electric cars don't have to be complicated or expensive. The new Bolt brings back the formula that made the original so popular: affordable pricing, practical hatchback space and efficient electric driving, while fixing some of the biggest weaknesses of the old car. Now you get 262 miles of EPA-estimated range, 150 kilowatt DC fast charging, a native NACS port, a modern digital interior, more than 20 standard safety and driver assistance features, and available Super Cruise. And all of that comes in a compact package designed to keep ownership relatively simple. The 2027 Bolt isn't the fastest EV. It isn't the most luxurious. And it isn't the biggest. But it may be one of the clearest examples of what an affordable electric car should be. Simple, practical, efficient, and finally, much easier to charge. The Bolt is back, and this time, it looks ready for the modern EV era. If you enjoyed this review, subscribe for more new car reviews, EVs, future cars and automotive technology. And tell me in the comments, would you choose the 2027 Bolt, or spend more for a larger EV?